Welcome, everyone, to the CCC Friday Contemplative Practice. I'm Jolynn, and I will be hosting the session today. Our team of presenters, members of the CCC community, offer contemplative practices every Friday at noon to help us pause from the activity of our week, to reflect more deeply within, to be nourished in spirit, and to join together in community. Today, Elizabeth River will offer an adaptation of a psalm. Then we'll have a period of silence for reflection or contemplative writing. At the end of the time, we'll have 10 or 15 minutes for us to read or otherwise share our writing, thoughts, and reflections. A bit about Elizabeth. Elizabeth is an interfaith minister and has been a CCC member since 2003 and loves this beloved community. She loves to guide people on their spiritual quest as she herself is guided toward loving and living into the big questions of life. She's living a more authentic life, thanks in large part to the rich life of faith and conversation in this beloved community. A few logistical reminders. The practice will last 30 minutes, and then we'll open the room for sharing. You'll be able to unmute during the sharing time. The practice itself will be recorded, and the sharing time will not be. And now I'd like to turn it over to Elizabeth.
Hi, everybody. I'm really happy you're here. We're here together. And I have read the Psalms myself in various forms. I mean, I haven't sat down and read through all the Psalms, but they've been presented to me in various ways. And then once I learned about different Bible translations or adaptations, I saw what wonderful variance there is in language. And then I've mentioned this because I did a psalm last month. We talked about Psalm 17, and I had used this book from Stephen Mitchell, a book of Psalms. Stephen Mitchell does wonderful translations from the Hebrew and adaptations because he leaves out verses and just makes it more of a spiritual poetry, I think, is what I'd call it. But one of my favorite psalms has always been Psalm 23, and I don't know about you. I mean, I was raised Quaker, but we lived in a little town an hour away from Chicago, and only went to friends meeting once a month. So I went to Sunday school with the kids in my little town, which was what was then the UCC church. And so I memorized, this was a psalm I had memorized. And I noticed when I do memorial services and someone has asked to have Psalm 23, and a lot of people still can recite this psalm. And so over the years, sort of a Lectio Divina thing, I've loved these are like kind of prayers for me. My cup runneth over. Um, just various things. I will dwell in the house of, anyway. So it's just a very moving one. However, this last week, I have to confess, some people and I have been talking about Christian wounding, people who've been Christian, who've been wounded by Christianity, and I experienced that when I was early in recovery, because there are people in AA who would talk about that and how the AA, the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book, is based on, it's got a lot of Christian stuff in it, and the prayers use those words. So I took this beautiful Stephen Mitchell's adaptation of Psalm 23, and I went one further, because when I was in seminary, interfaith seminary, and Reverend Gina Rose Halpern was actually the founder of our seminary, but she found that, and as the years went on in that seminary, there are a lot of people who come to it to become interfaith ministers or chaplains or whatever, but do not. They came from Christian wounding or Jewish wounding. I don't, just having this male deity and so forth. So I took Stephen Mitchell's Psalm 23 and adapted it even further to take out that language. And Gina Rose did this with us at the Chaplaincy Institute. She said every time there's the word Lord or God or his or him, substitute the word love. And the last reason why I did that, and I'm doing it with you today, is that I have a little group who help me with my work and my business and my money and everything, and they're really loving people. And they said, "Well, Lizzie, you have to write out what it is you do in the world." And I noticed when I got to doing it, I got in this place and meditate, and I wrote, "I'm a minister of love." So that's where it came to me that we would do this today. So that's the end of the introduction. Um, I'm going to read it to you, and then Jolynn will screen share it. Because Sherry, you did say very clearly you are a visual learner, and I get it. So we'll leave it up for the whole time. But I'm going to read it beforehand first, just so you can hear the words. I want you to hear those words. Love is my shepherd. I have everything that I need. Love makes me lie down in green pastures. Love leads me beside the still waters. Love refreshes my soul. Love guides me on the paths of righteousness so that I may serve with love. Though I walk through the darkest valley or stand in the shadow of death, I am not afraid, for I know you are always with me. You spread a full table before me, even in times of great pain. You feast me with your abundance and honor me like a queen, anointing my head with sweet oil, filling my cup to the brim. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in love's radiance forever and ever.
Love is my shepherd. I have everything that I need. Love makes me lie down in green pastures. Love leads me beside still waters. Love refreshes my soul. Love guides me on the paths of righteousness so that I may serve with love. Though I walk through the darkest valley or stand in the shadow of death, I am not afraid, for I know love is always with me. You spread a full table before me, even in times of great pain. You feast me with your abundance and honor me like a queen, anointing my head with sweet oil, filling my cup to the brim. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will live in love's radiance forever and ever.